Hello, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. I hope you're having a great day. I am. Okay, this is a little bit of a weird one. It's a video redo of sorts. So, the backstory is that I created this apartment 4 years ago, back when I first started making videos and live streaming. Back in those days, I was using a little HP Office laptop to record these videos and stuff on, and it was bad. It was really bad. I mean, I could play the game just fine. I probably couldn't now with all the massive amount of content there is now, but at that time, I could play the game fairly well. There was not a lot of lagging, there weren't many issues, it was fine. It just didn't record super high quality, and my editing software at the time could not handle making super high quality videos. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that my current videos are of the highest quality either, because I have a long way to go in figuring out even my new editing software and how to get that to the highest quality possible. I don't understand the settings enough yet to get it to the highest quality, but anyone could go back and look at my original videos and then come to these newer videos and say, oh yes, there is a dramatic difference between those ones and these ones. So, being that this was one of my favorite apartments that I had ever made back then, and I was sad to see it go, and I really, really wanted to include it in the save file, I decided why not redo the video as well. Why not just start from scratch from the whole thing? I did exactly copy the floor plan, and that has a little bit of a story behind it too, but I'll tell you that in a minute. But I more or less copied the majority of everything inside of it too, with a couple of changes. In the original, I used whatever packs I wanted to use for whatever furniture and whatever I wanted. This time, I mostly kept it to base game and city living. Excuse me. My voice gave out there for a second. I mostly kept it to base game and city living, but I did include a few things, not a ton, but a few things from two kits. I think the first one is called Everyday Clutter or something like that. And then the second one is the new Basement Clutter pack or kit. So there are a few items from those two kits. Just because I liked the Basement Clutter, I thought went really well with a sort of lower end, cheaper urban apartment setup, like that exposed brick there. I thought really worked well. And what else? I think there's a few clutter items that I put out here on the stand, like the crate of records, things like that. Little clutter items in the bedroom from the everyday clutter set, that kind of stuff. If you don't have the kits, it's fine. The only major piece of furniture that will be replaced or completely disappear is the coffee table. And in the original, I just used the cheapest white base game plain coffee table there. I just thought that this one kind of fit the vibe a little bit better with the exposed brick and stuff that I was going for, but everything else that will disappear or be replaced is not that big of a deal. It's just a clutter item. So mostly it's base game and city living. So, a lot of people will be able to download this and use it, and it will still look good, I promise you. That was the biggest, most major change that I made, because in the original, I used cats and dogs stuff. I used laundry day stuff. I used I think I used Seasons stuff too. I just used whatever I wanted to use, and I wanted to keep it smaller with fewer packs so more people could enjoy it. Does that make sense? Okay. I did redo a couple of the decorating things. Like I had a couple of framed posters there instead of one big picture like that. Just to give it a different vibe and update it. You know, it's been 4 years since I made that one. But like the all white kitchen, that's exactly the same, except I moved the stove down to the end rather than putting it next to the fridge, but that's a minor change. The kitchen is otherwise identical. You know, just I tried to keep the feeling of the apartment there because I really liked it. Anyways, the layout. That's what I really wanted to talk about, but I needed to explain the difference between the old and the new and why I redid it and everything. The reason why the layout, and I tried to explain this in the first video, but the reason why the layout is like this is because I hate, absolutely hate, real life or in games apartments where they put the bedrooms by what I consider the front facing windows. And in this case, the front facing windows are the windows that face that communal space where they have like their food stands and they have festivals and stuff down there. That would be the front facing windows. Or where the majority of the biggest windows are at. Why would you want to enclose all those windows in a bedroom that barely ever gets used? Like, I guess I can kind of see it in some apartments, both in real life and in The Sims, because you have only so many places you can put the bathroom or the kitchen, and you don't want the bedroom right next to those, and so you kind of have no choice but to put the bedroom on the opposite end, and then that is where the major windows are at because of plumbing and electrical setup. I get it for real life, and maybe even in a few of the apartments in The Sims 4 just because of the size and shape of the apartment. But for the majority of these, like, why? We don't have to worry about plumbing in The Sims 4 and where it's located in the walls and stuff. So why not put the bedrooms at the back of the apartment and leave the bigger, airier, more naturally lit spaces for the living areas where your Sims spend most of their time, right? I feel like it should be that way in real life too, but you know, I get that there are some constraints to that. Anyways, that was the original reason why I redid this apartment and redid it this way, because I hate the living rooms being at the back of the apartment. And did the original version even have a living room on this one? I don't think it did. I think it had a chair in the corner of the bedroom that faced out those big windows, and that was all that there was for a living room. Now, I have a few other ideas that could incorporate a living room and a bedroom together in that front space, but I don't know. I won't make them for the save file, obviously, because I have this one and I really, really, really love this one. So this one's going in the save file. But if you'd like to see some other ideas on how you could set this apartment up so you can still have a living room space and still have it by the front windows and still have 2 bedrooms, I have some ideas about that. Just let me know down in the comments and I will make some videos of that as well. But yeah, the original reason for making this apartment was to get the bedroom away from the front windows and put a living room in there. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe and leave a comment. All support is appreciated. Don't forget to stay tuned for the screenshots at the end in case you've never been here before. I put a couple of screenshots of the build, usually when I remember. I have forgotten a few times, but I put them at the very end right before the end screen. Don't forget to check out my second channel where I'm doing some no commentary long plays. I've started with a Minecraft one and I'd like to do some sim ones in the future as well. And I'm posting about the Roblox game that I'm making, so don't forget to check out that channel as well. Again, all support is appreciated. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.